How many people have heard of the Star of Molech? We've heard of this before. Is that that's on your apocrypha? That's the Star of Molech. It's the star. It's the Star of Molech. Star of Molech. Y'all brothers, y'all going off. Y'all wearing the Star of Molech, man. That's you got about four or five of the Molech stars. Abaja. Star of Remphan. Star of Remphan. Y'all listen, y'all cool and stuff. Y'all be going into it. But y'all got to get rid of that Star of Remphan, man. What the hell are you? What is a? Here's my question. What's a star? Answer. We've gone into this before, but we're gonna go into. Cause I mean, people like every day. I don't know what anti-Semitic Christians y'all been listening to. You know where this doctrine comes from? That the symbol that is called by some the Star of David or the Shield of David, ignorantly called, especially the Star of Molech or Remphan. This doctrine comes from quote unquote anti-Semitic white people that hate white Jewish people. So they try to take the symbol that the white Jewish people have employed and demonize it and try to connect it with Satanism. When all you have to do to prove that these guys are Satanists is look at the hat they got on their head. Yarmulke, which symbolizes Saturn worship, right? And the same cracker Christians that are accusing them are equally demonic, right? So, I mean, and this is who you're going to as an information source. Ridiculous. Wisdom of Solomon 4:12 to start. We're going to deal with this. We're going to show you in the Bible this symbol and archaeology. And a lot of y'all, you know, are don't worry, I'm not even gonna front my move. Just go ahead. Go into it. It's Wisdom 4:12. Where you got my phone at? My other phone? Somebody get my phone. No, who got it? You read it, Salaki.
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon. Chapter 4, verse 12.
Read.
Of naughtiness.
The bewitching of naughtiness. Read on, because this is what they say. The Jewish man wear that symbol. Jewish man read the Torah too. Go ahead.
Doeth obscure things that are honest.
Doeth what?
Obscure things that are honest.
That are what?
That are honest.
That are honest. Right? It obscures things that are honest. So they have stolen certain things that belong to us. They have stolen certain things that are righteous. What is one of the things that they have stolen that are righteous? The rainbow. Let's start with the rainbow. They had taken the rainbow, a symbol of the Most High, a symbol of a covenant between the Most High and man, and made it the symbol of an abomination to God. They also have a menorah too. These guys say, get rid of that and wear a menorah. Number one, the white man uses a menorah too. And what you're going to learn today is this is a menorah. Then what are you going to do when you find that out? This is a menorah, right? I can't wait. We will really get into the meat of this. Read it again from the top.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon. Chapter 4, verse 12. For the bewitching of naughtiness.
Of what?
Of naughtiness.
Of naughtiness. Read on.
Doeth obscure things that are honest.
This is an honest thing and an honest symbol that the bewitchers of naughtiness have attempted to obscure, along with the menorah, along with the rainbow, along with the Bible, other things. Go ahead.
And the wandering of concupiscence doeth undermine the simple mind.
You see that? So now let's go to Genesis 1:31. This is a very important verse. Right here in the first chapter of the first book of the Bible. Go ahead.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 31.
Read on.
And the Most High saw everything that he made.
The Most High, or God, the powers, saw everything that they had made. Go ahead.
And behold, it was very good.
It was what?
Very good.
So everything that was made by the powers was not just good, but very good. What we are going to show you is that this is a naturally occurring symbol in the creation of the Most High God. What does that mean? It's very good, according to the Bible. It's very good. Nothing to do with Molech or Remphan. You cannot find one piece of archaeological evidence to substantiate that. You see the word star and you jump to conclusions because you've been lied to about what a star even is. What you define a star is does not even match up with what the Bible says a star is. So your understanding is flawed, right? That's it on that? Okay, so now let's go to 1 Chronicles 12, so like 28 and 15. There's a misconception about the menorah. Y'all have been seeing even the menorahs we had up here. We don't have it here tonight. Menorah, the candlestick, right? A menorah is not originally a candlestick. That's like a different type of menorah. The original menorah actually is different than that. And we're going to prove it to you in the Bible. Give me that. 1 Chronicles 28:15. Go ahead.
The book of 1 Chronicles 28:15. Even the weight for the candlesticks of gold.
They had the candlestick form, but watch this. Go ahead.
And for their lamps of gold.
For their what?
Lamps of gold.
Lamps. The original menorah is a lamp. They have the two-dimensional version, and they even have three-dimensional candlestick versions. But it originally is a lamp. Let me show you. Let me actually go here. Is a lamp. Okay, how does a lamp work? How does an ancient lamp work? Anybody know? Oil. You put oil in it, and that's how it illuminates. This is why when Yahweh gave the 10 parable of the 10 virgins, and he said the 5 of them had the oil to put in their lamp so they could light their lamp. You got to fill that lamp up with oil. That's how it lights. So that's what an original menorah is, right? So let me get this the picture I need.
How do you spell menorah?
This one. I know I had this picture by itself. Hold on. I thought I did. Okay, I'm gonna set the zoom in. That's fine. Okay. Here we are. Make sure y'all can see that. Y'all can see this what I got. That's the original menorah. It's not just something that stands straight up. It's actually something that twists or spirals and has 7, it comes up to 7 points. So when you look at it from an aerial view, it has that diagram of what you would call the hexagrammal shape, or what you would call the Star of David or the Shield of David or whatever. So for the aerial view, when you look at the top of a menorah, it actually makes this shape. Okay. So now let's take a look at some archaeology. Okay. Because that's very important. We got a lot of archaeology to deal with here. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at some archaeology. We're gonna find the oldest record of a menorah in archaeology. Here is the oldest. It's called the Magdala stone. It is the oldest menorah, the oldest depiction of a menorah known. Period. Right. So everybody can take a look at that. It's the Magdala stone. You can research it yourself. Okay. Y'all looking on your phones? Y'all gonna have to look on your phones if you want to see it. Show y'all the top of the Magdala stone. So if you take a look at the top of the Magdala stone, you see this quote unquote six-pointed, what some would ignorantly call a star, seen multiple times on this same thing where you see the menorah. So it's associated with the menorah in our archaeology, right?
Now, if you look at that one right there on the side to the right,
it's the same one as this one.
Same thing as this right here.
Yeah, this, if y'all look here to the one on the right, now watch this as we show you this here, we come back to camera. Same one this Gadite brother got on his apparel. Is the tribe of Gad, right? Which the tribe of Gad had this symbol. I'm talking about in the dream catchers all over the place. The tribe of Gad was dealing with this symbol. All right, and they wasn't alone. We're gonna get into some more archaeology here in a minute. I want to show, hold on, let me show y'all some more. I've been sitting on this for I don't even know how long. Let's take a look. So this is the same again. This is all the Magdala stone. So as we see here, that menorah, the earliest time you ever see a menorah, it's seen with this same symbol right on top of it. So you can't separate these two symbols. They all one and the same. They go together, and we utilize them in righteousness in our kingdom. Okay, period. So let's move on. Let's now go to, give me Strong's H7799. Strong's H7799. We're also gonna give it to, who got my backpack? I got it. Salaki. It's the Lily.
77 what?
99. Okay. This is another, and this is the point. This is why we went to Genesis 1 and 31. Because this is a natural occurring symbol that is said to be good. So you can't say it's bad if it's good. If somebody wants to, like Wisdom of Solomon says, deal with wickedness, and what do it say? The naughtiness, the bewitching of naughtiness. That's on them. But if you want to wear a symbol, it's good. You see what I'm saying? As long as you're not doing it satanically, right? Bayan.
I was gonna say, any like a flag to show which other people.
I mean, it's not necessarily that. I can't say that this is a flag. Israel didn't have a flag. You see what I'm saying? But you know, you can use it, right? Go ahead. You got that go ahead.
Strong's H7799. The Hebrew word shawashan.
Shawashan, right? Go ahead.
Meaning lily.
Lily. Go ahead.
Lily or lily-like flower.
So it's the Hebrew word shawashan, and it means lily or lily-like flower, right? So now let's go to Strong's H. So like Strong's H8337.
You want to read the definition? It says as a flower of architectural ornaments.
Oh, of architectural ornaments. So it's not talking about the literal flower. It's talking about the ornament that you would make that it looked like. Okay, go ahead.
You said go to the root word?
No, go to Strong's H. Is that the root word 8337?
No.
Go to 8337. This is the root word of it. It'll eventually, if you took it back, it'll go back there. 8337.
Strong's H8337. Shawash.
Shash. There's no Y. Shash. The word for lily is shawashan. The word for six is shash. That's where it comes from. You got the wool and the an added, or the not added to the word to make it to a lily. But its root is shash, which is six, because what? It's got 6 petals. You see what I'm saying? Here these people are 6. This is in the Bible. What are you talking about? 6 petals. But truthfully, it's 7 because it comes to the 7th point in the middle. You see that? But it is what it is. I'm going to show you all these lilies now. Hold on. Matter of fact, bring that other definition back real quick. Huh. 8337. So as y'all see on the screen, that's a lily. And it's the symbol. It's the same symbol. You can fill it in. You cannot fill it in. You do whatever you want to do. Now watch this. Read that again.
What, for Shawashan?
Uh-huh.
Shawashan, it says, where was we at? A lily, as a flower of architectural ornament.
Oh, as a flower of architectural ornament. So that goes back even to here, what we just showed you, right? We see this lily flower shape up top, right? But then also, watch this. Watch this. I'm bringing it out. This is architecture. This is architecture. And you know where this architecture is found and we're showing? One is found in Israel on the left. The other is found in Honduras amongst the Mayans. The same symbol. Our people all over the world is using this symbol. The Gadites, it also has the Gadite dream catcher with the same symbols. You see? As an architectural ornament. Let's go to more. Let's get some more, as a matter of fact. I mean, I could do this all day. Oh, here we go. 13th century BCE on pottery found in Israel. You have the Gezar hexagram. This is 13th century. This is the earliest settlement of Israel into the land around this time. And we see on our pottery the same symbol. You see that? So we use this symbol. All right. I got some more I want to show y'all before we move on. Let's go to somebody give me 1 Kings 7:22. Matter of fact, let me get that image. Go ahead. Who got it?
What do you want? What do you want?
1 Kings 7:22. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 7, verse 22.
Uh-huh.
And upon the top of the pillars was lily work.
Was what?
Lily work.
Lily work. It was architectural ornaments shaped like lilies. Lily work. How many petals does a lily have? There you go. This is artistic expression. Go ahead.
So was the work of the pillars finished.
You see that? Let's now go to Shalakia. We got to go to skip to 19 in the same chapter.
This is 1 Kings, chapter 7, verse 19.
Uh-huh.
And the chapters that were upon the top of the pillars were of lily work.
Were of lily work. See that again? More and more lily work. Go ahead. Or that's it on
porch.
4
cubits.
That's 19. Go read, skip 1 verse back, go to 18.
Kings, chapter 7, verse 18. And he made the pillars and 2 rows round about upon the one network to cover the chapters that were upon the top with pomegranates.
Oh, wait. Hold that. We're going to stop. What was that, 20? That was a 20th verse?
This is 18.
Still? Hold that. I can't even jump the gun on that. We're going to get to that in a second. But we just got these. Y'all might see some of us wearing these. These pieces. This is ebony wood, actually. Sister went to Ghana out there in West Africa and retrieved these for us, right? She didn't even retrieve these for us. She retrieved these, and then we seen her selling them, so we got them, right? You know what she said they call these in Africa? They don't call this the Star of David in Africa, where they made these at. They said these are lilies. This is a lily piece. So we didn't just make this thing up here, all right? The brothers over there in Africa is making these out of the straight ebony wood and saying this is a lily piece. Y'all remember that's where we went to when we left Israel, right? Where you got sold from, right? They said this is a lily piece, all right? So we're not just making this stuff up here. All right, let's move on to pomegranate. Bayan, go ahead.
I was about to say, Tasman had lilies outside of his garden and stuff, you know, I mean, outside his old house and stuff. And I was looking at the lilies, and there would be little 6 buds inside of it, one long bud coming out.
You see that?
Kind of like a circle, just like how you said. And if you look at it at a certain angle, it looks like a menorah.
You see exactly. And now watch this. Matter of fact. Now we gotta go here, real quick. It's a lot. If we go here, dealing with the menorah and the lily, as y'all can see, you see that how the menorah is? When you look at it that way, the lily is the exact same way. It's got the 6 little antennas on each side with the one big one coming out in the same way. But then when you look at it from up top, it's got the 6 petals and then the thing is, you see what I'm saying? It's people are crazy, man. And brothers just be like spooked out. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty insane. But let's go ahead, read that back again. I'm gonna get this pomegranate imagery up.
This is 1 Kings, chapter 7, verse 18. He made the pillars and 2 rows round about upon the one network to cover the chapters that were upon the top with pomegranates.
See that? What's that pomegranate look like? Go ahead.
And so did he for the other chapter.
Go ahead.
Verse 19. And the chapters that were upon the top of the pillars were of
I don't need 19. Go to 20.
1 Kings 7 and 20. And the chapters upon the 2 pillars had pomegranates also.
You see that? Pomegranates. Go ahead.
Above, over against the belly, which was by the network.
That's 20.
Still going.
Go ahead.
And the pomegranates were 200 in rows round about.
That was all over the place. Go ahead.
Upon the other chapter.
Go to 42.
1 Kings 7 and 42. And 400 pomegranates. 2 networks. Even 2 rows of pomegranates for 1 network. To cover the 2 bowls of the chapters that were upon the pillars.
So as you can see here, we got the pomegranates all over the damn place. Go ahead. That was it on that? Okay, let's go to 2 Kings 25 and 17. I'm trying to get this picture
I'll line it up.
so y'all could take a look at it.
You had one. Shouldn't be like that one.
Not that one. This I'm looking for.
Cut.
Exactly. You know what I want. Read it.
This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 25, verse 17. The height of the pillar was 18 cubits.
Uh-huh.
Chapter upon it was brass.
Mm-hmm.
And the height of the chapter, 3 cubits.
Uh-huh.
And the weather work and pomegranates upon the chapter round about.
You see that? So it's continually telling you that they were making these pomegranate type ornaments. Now we showed the bud of the pomegranate, how it makes that same symbol like a lily. But then we also see side of the pomegranate, the so-called 6 points. And then as we can see here on the Israelite coin, we try to zoom in on that a little bit more. On this coin, you can see that lily work there. And on the inside,
I'll say with the inside.
with the inside, and then watch this on. There's also some archaeology in Israel. Right here, we see it on the wall next to the menorah. All right, so we can see it utilized in different ways. Okay, plain and simple, clear as day in our archaeology and lining up with the scriptures. All right, go ahead. That was it on that?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
And pomegranates upon the chapter round about, all of brass.
Mm-hmm.
And like unto these had the second pillar with wreathen work.
Okay, come. So now let's go to Exodus 34. 39 rather than 26.
The book of Exodus, chapter 39, and verse 26.
Uh-huh.
A bell and a pomegranate.
Uh-huh.
A bell and a pomegranate.
Go ahead.
Round about the hem
Uh-huh.
of the robe to minister in,
Uh-huh.
as the Lord commanded Moses.
So that's the wardrobe that the priest was wearing. They had the bell and the pomegranate fringe on the hem of their garments. Some people are trying to say this means a big fringe. Okay, the white man told you that. You can't prove that anywhere. It says a pomegranate, right? So let's go to Strong's 874:16. Let's take a look at what that word is in the Hebrew.
What is that? Rama one?
Rama one.
Rama one.
Rama one.
Strong's 874:16. Rama one, meaning pomegranate, as tree, as fruit, as pomegranate shaped ornaments in temple.
So it's an ornament. It's an ornament that's fashioned, that's manufactured, but that's modeled to look like a pomegranate. So that's what this is. This is not something that's big or nothing like that. It's just a fat fringe. You just got them ball type fringes and talking about that's a pomegranate. That ain't what a pomegranate. That's not an ornament shaped like a pomegranate. That's just a ball. You see what I'm saying? They really were shaping these things. So those type of fringes was on the high priest's garments. Let's go to Genesis 1:12.
Somebody grab that. Let me get the next one. What is that?
Songs of Solomon 7:12. Go ahead.
The book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 12.
Uh-huh.
And the earth brought forth grass,
Uh-huh.
and herb yielding seed
Right.
after his kind,
Uh-huh.
and the tree yielding fruit,
Uh-huh.
whose seed was in itself
Go ahead.
after his kind.
Uh-huh. Which how many seeds are in the pomegranate? 613. Go ahead. He's done the mathematics on that. Go ahead.
And God saw that it was good.
It was what?
It was good.
So it said the tree and the fruit that's on the tree is good. So that means what? This symbol is good. Right?
That's right.
Let's go to Songs now 7:12. You get Isaiah 5:7. Salakia, go ahead.
Song of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 12.
Uh-huh.
Let us get up early to the vineyards.
To the vineyards. Go ahead.
Let us see if the vine flourished.
Let's see if the vine flourished. Read on.
Whether the tender grape appear,
Uh-huh.
and the pomegranates bud forth.
Or the pomegranates bud forth. This is not just talking about let's go outside and take a look at our yard. The book of Songs of Solomon is not even set up like that. All right. Let's see what it's talking about. Isaiah 5:7.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts.
What's the vineyard? It said, let's go to the vineyard. What is the vineyard of the Lord of hosts? Read.
Is the house of Israel.
It's talking about Israel. So you are likened unto a pomegranate, according to the Bible. You bud. And when you bud, you're this symbol. You see that? Go ahead.
And the men of Judah.
Uh-huh.
His pleasant plan.
That's right. His pleasant plan. Go ahead.
And he looked for judgment.
Where you at?
Still 7.
Huh?
But behold, oppression for righteousness. But behold, a cry.
There you go. Now give me Isaiah 37:31. Acts 15:36.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 37.
Uh-huh.
31.
Come.
And verse 31.
Uh-huh.
And the remnant that is escaped of the house of Judah
Uh-huh.
shall again take root downward and bear fruit upward.
You see that? That's talking about us coming back in our land and flourishing. So when you go to the vine, it says the vineyard, see if it budded forth. And it tells us we're the vineyard, and it tells us we were oppressed, but then it tells us that we shall again bear fruit. That pomegranate is talking about us. Go ahead.
For out of Jerusalem
Uh-huh.
shall go forth a remnant, escape out of the Mount Zion. The zeal of the Lord of hosts.
Where you at?
This is 32.
All I need was 31. You're all right. So it's likened us unto the pomegranate. Bayan.
I was thinking about the word holy means saying all that. The word holy means separate. So with that being said, it's like the lily is separate from any other plant. It's the most beautiful and rarest flower. You know, and then the fruit, from what you're saying right now, seems to be separate, like pomegranate, separate from any.
Well, pomegranates aren't separate.
Well, I mean, like separate from any other fruit, like it's more sweet. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the seeds, that's very rare.
A pomegranate is a part of a greater family, right? So a pomegranate isn't necessarily separate, but that goes into something that's a much deeper concept. When you roses, when you take a look at all of the fruits that Israel is likened unto, it's in the rose family. Every single one. The pomegranate, the apple, the fig. These are all those are all roses. All of them. Scientifically, they're all classified as roses. So that's a very deep concept. You see what I'm saying? As I said, we're the rose and Sharon. Then the lily, and you see what I'm saying also? A little bit. You see what I'm saying? That whole rose thing, that goes supremely deep. This brother's been doing this studying. Right? You know, go ahead.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verse 24.
Go ahead.
And of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit.
One pit. Go ahead.
All the flowers thereof. One lily.
One lily. You see that? So we are all chosen and we are all separate. So you was on the right track. Let's go. Where we at? Acts. Go ahead. Now, mind you, Songs of Solomon, he said, let's go to the vineyard to see if the tender grape appear and to see if the pomegranate is budding, right? Paul make the same reference and give you the same sentence, but he's going to give it to you plain, and it's going to explain what that was meant in Songs of Solomon 7:12. Go ahead.
Acts 15 and 36. And some days after, Paul said unto Barnabas, let us go again and visit our brethren in every city.
That's the vineyard of the Lord. Our brethren. Let us go visit our brethren, the vineyard. Go ahead.
In every city where we have preached the word of the Lord and see how they do.
And see how they do. See if they've budded. See if the tender grape appear. See if these brothers have grown in the truth. That's what it's talking about. The truth is that pomegranate budding. Your goal is to. So I ain't got the shirt on, so I thought I had a SICARRI shirt on. Your goal is to become this. You see what I'm saying? Oh, right behind it. Salaki. It's right there. Boom. And it's an even balance, a 360 even balance degree. You see that? Go ahead.
Keep going.
Oh, that's it on that?
That was it.
Okay. So that's it on the pomegranate. Let's now move to the next point. Give me Psalms 51 and 7.
Book of Psalms 51 and 7. Purge me with hyssop.
Purge me now. What does purge mean? Clean, right? To clean, right? Purge me with hyssop. Read on. They said over there in Israel, them brothers over there really wash themselves with hyssop, man. Go ahead.
It says, purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean.
And I shall be clean when you get purged with hyssop. It cleans you, right? Go ahead. It
says, wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow.
Wash me, and I shall be whiter than what?
Snow.
What is white referencing here? Purity. Whiter than what?
Snow.
So then snow would symbolize what? Purity. Now, where's here? Here we go. Every snowflake got 6 points on it, same way. So snow is synonymous scripturally with purity. So we see where the pomegranate is dealing with. The lily, everything this is likened unto, we see its positive connotation scripturally. Isaiah. It's like, I want to say it's like some type of a plant or something like that. And they out there really just wash themselves. I got to look into it to be sure. Hyssop. And yeah, Jeremiah 18 and 13.
And somebody in
get Lamentations 4 and 7. Go ahead.
That's right. Jeremiah 18 and 13. Therefore, thus said Yahweh, ask ye now among the heathen.
Ask among the heathen. Go ahead.
Who hath heard such things? The virgin of Israel have done a very horrible thing.
What's that thing they did?
Will a man leave the snow of Lebanon?
Go ahead.
Which cometh from the rock of the field? Or shall the cold flowing waters that come from another place be forsaken.
You see that? So the Most High is rebuking Israel and saying Israel did a horrible thing. The horrible thing we did is turn our back on the laws that the Most High gave us. That makes us pure. He likens that law unto the snow because it makes you pure. So in the snowflake aspect, this symbolizes purity. The pomegranate got 613 seeds, symbolizing the 613 laws, right? Which is a full understanding, 360 degrees of understanding. We got the lily, which is personified as beauty, the Most High's favorite flower. So we have this, and we understand. We know that our knowledge is our beauty. So we see that this is a symbol that is synonymous with the laws of God, of symbolizing the laws of God. It's overwhelmingly evident how many scriptures we brought out, and we got more. We're only halfway through. You see what I'm saying? So it's very plain and clear that this is not the star of Remphan. All right. And let's say it was before it was the star of Remphan, it was a pomegranate, it was a snowflake, it was a lily. So and God said that's good. You had somebody on? Oh shit. All right, you over there, you know. Brother got a small injury, right? Go ahead.
So it's good. It's good. I could use somebody talking to you about it. Oh man, I don't really want to talk about myself, but I could use John 7:32.
About what?
All things are good for the profit of doctrine. This at times I think that's Timothy. All things in the Bible that God wrote is good for all things doctrine.
About what?
Like just talking about it, like explaining.
Talking about all scriptures giving my inspiration of the Most
High.
High.
We ain't gotta worry about that or care about that, but it's in the Bible, so I can use that scripture.
What do you mean worry about or care about what?
Like certain people be like, it doesn't really matter. You don't really have to trip on you. I don't know how to put it.
What you talking about this symbol? I mean, it ain't. Nah, well, no, it don't matter all that much. You don't have to use it. You see what I'm saying? It's just a fact of these people who are unlearned are going around acting like it's a negative thing. That's all we're correcting. You can use it. You cannot use it. You can have a wolf on your shirt. You can have a lion on your shirt. There's nothing wrong. These are God's creations, and we could go to the Bible and say, okay, Benjamin is likened to the wolf. Judah and Israel is likened to a lion. You see what I'm saying? You could do that, and you could say, okay, so I could wear this symbol, or you could just wear anything that's naturally occurring, like, literally satanic. You see what I'm saying? Where the only time you see it is in Satanism. You know what I mean? Like a inverted pentagram. You see what I'm saying? Then now you're dealing with Satanism. A cross or upside down cross. And so some people make the argument that this is a graven image. That's what people say. Nigga, if that's the case, the whole Hebrew language is a graven image. They're pictographs. They're pictures of things. You see what I'm saying? People don't understand when they say a graven image, the intent behind it. Like when people make a statue of Mary, that's a graven image with the intention of somebody worshiping it. But I mean, we all deal with a graven image, something that was engraved. You got a key, don't you? You got to get into your home, right? Somebody had to engrave the key, right? So the guys just start going too crazy, because if that's the case, you better only wear plain shirts. Don't write. Writing is engraving an image. All of these letters are, let's go here. This Yah in Yahweh, this is a hand. This is what that symbolizes, a hand. This is a graven image of a hand. You mean to tell me this is an idol? I'm gonna worship the great hand? No, this is a head picking over a damn fence. You see what I'm saying? Then again, you got a nail. These are all pictures here. You see what I'm saying? This is not evil and wicked. It's evil and wicked when you make it and say, okay, this great SICARRI logo. We're going, everybody bow your heads to the great logo, the great star of Remphan now. Now you're going off. This just symbolizes things. We dealt with symbols. Every tribe, every family in Israel had their own signet, had their own symbol that represented the tribe, that represented that family. You see what I'm saying? That would denote where you came from. You see what I'm saying? Your father would create things. When Judah went and bought that hoe, what did he give him? His signet. What's on his signet? The signet of Judah. To let you know this, I'm Judah. Could have been a lion or something. They don't specify what's on there, but he had something on his ring that signified who he was and where he came from. a symbol. It wasn't a life story on a ring. You see what I'm saying? It was a symbol that summed up things. You see what I'm saying? This symbol sums up things. All here in the center with what's called by some the star or the shield. You got the two olive branches coming together, symbolizing the two kingdoms, northern and southern kingdom coming together. The wings, which symbolize salvation. The scriptures on all of this. Of course, the Yahweh Nashah, going back to Exodus 17:15, the sword, symbolizing the scriptures.
So it's just like a crib wearing blue. You know what I'm saying? Sum it up. If you're always blue,
it symbolized this is a symbol of something. I don't have to tell you it, but you looking at it represents. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm representing here. Somebody may walk around with a certain sports team hat. To one person, this is simply that's simply a San Francisco 49ers hat. To another person, that can mean something else. In LA, you might say that's the Swans. This nigga's from Swans right here. You see what I'm saying? That's the FS. You looking at it as SF. I'm looking at it as FS, Family Swans. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. Yeah, they use the symbol. Why do they use the symbol? Because, of course, they believe it's the Star of David. One of their leaders, David Barksdale, died. They commemorate him through that symbol. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's that they didn't just come up with it. You see what I'm saying? David died. They called him King David. They took this star because it's association with King David. It's believed to be associated with King David. Because, of course, that's the thing about it. Like when you deal with this, because brothers will talk about the shield of David, not a whole lot of proof that it's the shield of David. So that's not I'm not gonna go the shield of David route. We're gonna show with you all the different scriptures. But this is the da. That's the da. It's a triangle. These are two Hebrew letter das that all half came together. You see what I'm saying? So again, if you say that this is a graven image, our whole language is a graven image because this is just two letters in the Hebrew alphabet brought together. That's all that is, right?
I was gonna say this symbol was around prior to David even being on the earth.
Yeah,
so
it was.
So David could have seen it and was like, "Yo, this is like literally my name." You know what I'm saying? That's like if your name is like, you know, I don't know, Robert Robinson or whatever. You know, you go get the Rolls Royce sign and you go rock it in your chain.
Oh, I'm double R. That's me.
Double R.
Yeah,
matter of fact, Rashad really, he got the double R chain. You know what I'm saying? So David could have seen that and start rocking it himself, saying like, "Yo, this is my name intertwined, the da." But like the brother said, there's nowhere where it just proves that that's his, where he made it up himself.
Kind of like it. Where was we at? Lamentations 4:7. Go ahead.
It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Her Nazarites were pure than snow.
Then what?
Were pure than snow.
A snowflake gonna make this symbol every time, falling perfectly out of heaven, and it's symbolic of purity. So it's all referencing back to the laws. That symbol. Go ahead.
They were whiter than milk.
They were whiter than milk, right? That's it on that. Go ahead.
They were more ruddy in body than ruby.
Which means they were chiseled, like how a ruby, like a precious gem is chiseled. So these Nazarites, they was brothers that was chiseled. Go ahead.
Their polishing was of sapphire.
They were polished like this. So it's liking them to they was chiseled. I want to show this real quick as well. Then Mayans. The Maya identified by Alexander von Wuthenau as a depiction of the Jewish Star of David ears. Well, this Mayan priest had the earring with it on it, right? Interprets this as a year bearer, as the year bearer sign of Mesoamerica. So this was a calendrical sign that was used by our brothers, tribe of Zebulun. Brought it all the way over here. Gadites all the way over here, right? So give me that.
Psalm 19.
Yeah.
Psalms 19 and 9.
Because this is also another symbol. It's not so much the quote unquote hexagram, but this is a symbol of the hexagon. Okay, who knows the difference between a hexagon and a hexagram? Hexagon It's much like this, but it's like a it's like this. You see what I'm saying? Like an octagon, but 2 less sides, like a stop sign, but 2 less sides. That's a hexagon, right? So that actually occurs naturally and makes a natural. If y'all look at the SICARRI Street Saga background, it's hexagons on it. That also goes with it, right? Give me Psalms 19 and 9 to 10. What that symbolizes as something naturally occurring that the Most High created. Go ahead.
Psalms 19 and 9. The fear of Yahweh is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of Yahweh are true and righteous altogether. It says, more to be desired are they than gold, yeah, than much fine gold, sweeter also than honey.
The righteousness of the Lord is sweeter than honey and the honeycomb. You ever look at a beehive? That honeycomb that makes that hexagon symbol. You see what I'm saying? So here we got the righteousness of the Lord synonymous with the honeycomb now. Let's go to 119 Psalms and the 103rd verse.
Psalms 119, verse 103.
How
sweet are thy words unto my taste.
The words of the Lord, go ahead.
Yeah, sweeter than honey
you
to
see
my
that?
mouth.
There you go. His words, his righteousness are likened to that honey. A similar symbol, right? Proverbs 24 and 13.
Chapter 24, verse 13. It says, my son, eat thou honey, because it is good.
Eat thou honey. Eat the words of the Lord. Go ahead.
And the honeycomb.
You see that?
Which is sweet to thy taste.
It's sweet to your taste. It's good. So this is a good symbol. Okay. Songs 4 and 11.
Song of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 11. It says, thy lips, O my spouse, drop as the honeycomb.
You see that? Drop as the honeycomb. That word drop in the Hebrew, it's synonymous with teaching. You see what I'm saying? So you're teaching that honeycomb. You're dropping knowledge. This is where we get that term, dropping knowledge. It's a biblical term. Dropping that honeycomb. That's the truth. Right? Now watch. We're going to prove it. That's it on that. Isaiah 5 and 7. We're going to prove it right here. Salakia, Isaiah 7 and 15.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 7, verse 15. It says, butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse the evil.
When you eat the honey, you know to refuse evil. So it's telling you, it ain't talking about no actual honey. I know plenty of niggas eat honey, and they don't refuse evil. So it's talking about the words of the Most High, right? And then you learn to refuse evil, right? Soldier.
As far as
3 and 3.
As far as Samson and the honey and him giving his mother the honey out of the line and stuff, does that have anything?
That's a whole different subject. It's related to this, but that's a much deeper parable and underlying story that's being told there. Ezekiel 3 and 3.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 3. And he said unto me, son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness.
You see that? The roll is similar in the scriptures. It's in thy mouth as honey for sweetness. So again, the scriptures, the knowledge, is all honey makes the same symbol. The honeycomb, that is. Now, Sirach 24 and 20.
This is Sirach chapter 24, verse 20. It says, for my memorial is sweeter than honey, and mine inheritance than the honeycomb.
My memorial, the memorial of the Lord, is sweeter than honey.